Good morning. How's it going, everybody out there? Welcome back to Biblical Truth Central. I am Brother D, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the fact that we are not called to debate or to convince people of anything, okay? Jesus told us to go out into the world and preach the gospel to every living creature. He never told us to argue with every living creature. He never told us to convince every living creature. The fact of the matter is this: in this world, truth is shunned and it is not welcomed whatsoever. When you tell the truth, people want to shut you up. Jesus himself said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. And what did the world do? They persecuted him and crucified him. Why? Because he did nothing but tell the truth. Jesus didn't go around begging people to believe him when he said he was who he said he was. He didn't go around trying to convince people that he is the Son of God. He just told people. But you saw how they reacted. A lot of them Pharisees reacted hostilely. And that's just the way it is. And that's just the way that people still are to this day. They react hostilely to what it is we tell them. I had a conversation yesterday with a sister in Christ who came to me pretty late last night with some issues that she was having from a friend who brought all of this new age doctrine to her, trying to basically cause confusion. And I told my sister in Christ, listen, I would not give this the time of the day. The only thing you can do is pray for your friend, give her the gospel, and keep it moving. And that's it. We're not here to debate and to argue and to convince people. We're here to tell people the truth. And that's that. And also came across a post on social media yesterday talking about false prophets and false preachers. Some of those individuals are here on YouTube. You may know them. I know them. And there's some of them who know that their doctrine is messed up. And because, number one, there's a couple of individuals that deny the Trinity. And I saw some people comment on their posts saying, well, you better be careful about what you say about brother such and such. I'm like, well, why be careful when they really don't believe in the Trinity? And then there's the justification. Well, at least they're not pushing Porsches and at least they're not living in mansions. That's beside the point. Wrong is wrong at the end of the day. There's just some people that you can, no matter what you say or what type of truth that you bring, it's never enough. Like, they're just not going to believe it. Like, if they're sold on a particular person or a particular ideology or mentality or way of thinking, there's no convincing them, which is why I personally don't believe that we should be giving them the time of day or the energy. Just give them the gospel and keep it moving. Jesus didn't mean for us to stress out. You know what he told the disciples? He's like, look, you go into these cities and you go into these towns and you preach the word, and if they don't believe you, dust the dust off your feet and keep it moving. Go on to the next place, because where 100 people may not believe you, 2,000 people will. Where 300 people may not believe you, 5,000 people will. Just keep it moving. There are people all over the world who are ready and who are willing to accept the gospel of Jesus Christ. We are not here to stress out over a single individual, but we're just here to share the truth, share the gospel, and that's it. Plant the seeds, let God do the watering. Okay, we are just farmers in the vineyard. The Lord gives the increase. He's the one with the big giant bucket of water, and he's in charge of the sun for nourishment. If that seed is meant to come up, it will. If it's meant to come up, it's going to come up in due time. Let us not worry and stress out about it. Now, I understand there's some people that we want to see come to the Lord immediately, especially if it's family members, especially if it's those that we care for and hold near and dear to our hearts. I get that. But at the same time, we are not in control of any of that type of stuff. When you start talking about Jesus, you start talking about the gospel, you are most definitely stepping into the arena. You are stepping into the arena. There are people who have been friends for 25, 30 years. If you bring up the subject of Jesus Christ or religion or something, some of them will argue with you until they're blue in the face, because a lot of people, saints, I'm going to end the video with this. A lot of people love their sins so much that they will do and say and believe whatever they possibly can that will not convict them of their sins, because people love sin. They love their lifestyle so much that they don't want to be convinced that it's wrong. They don't want to be convinced that they need to stop. So they will deny whatever it is you say, especially if it's Christ, and adopt anything that won't convict them. Which is why we got so much New Age teaching. Which is why we got so much false preaching. Which is why we got all of these false prophets in this world spreading these lies. But you got to understand something. These lies that people are telling are going to send folks to hell. Which is why we need to continue spreading the truth. So you can't say that you didn't tell such and such, and you can't say that you didn't warn people that the sword was coming, and you didn't warn people of hellfire, but you spread the gospel like you were supposed to. The blood will not be on your hands at the end of the day. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes. I try to get to them when I can. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Peace.